It's so funny when I hear a lot of people linking Antonio Conte or Jose Mourinho to the Chelsea job. I was laughing. I was like, really? Do you know Jose Mourinho? Do you know Antonio Conte? Antonio Conte, Jose Mourinho, they can't work under this board. Never. Antonio Conte can never work under this board. The blue co. Jose Mourinho can never work under this school. We saw Jose Mourinho publicly criticize Roman Abramovich for not spending enough. We saw Antonio Conte do same. He did it with Inter Milan, he did it with Napoli, he did it with Juventus, he did it with Chelsea. This is Antonio Conte. This is Jose Mourinho. It's so funny. Please rubbish Antonio Conte and Jose Mourinho. There's no way Jose Mourinho will come to Chelsea. There is no way Antonio Conte would like to work under hot. This blue coat, Jose Mourinho will not love to work under the hot. This blue coat. Iola? No, I don't think so, because maybe there's something different, because he said it clearly that he don't want to continue at Bournemouth before Rosina was sacked. So I don't know whether Chelsea board contacted his agent before he said that he may not continue with Bournemouth at the end of the season. If not, I'm not sure he will be coming to Chelsea. Is he the right man? No, he is not the right man, because he have not proved himself. There's a difference between Bournemouth and Chelsea. You can be doing well at a small club, but when you come to the big club, the story is different. Xavi Alonso, yeah, maybe now he's clubless. He want to enrich his CV, so maybe he can say yes to Chelsea, because every young coach will say yes to Chelsea, because everybody want to enrich his CV. Yeah, when Chelsea is a big club, when Chelsea is calling, you can't say no to Chelsea. Never. There's no way you can never say no to Chelsea. You can never say no to Chelsea. And on who? Marco Silva. Yes, he's doing well with Fulham. But he's not on the Chelsea standard. He's not a proven winner. He is not a proven winner. The proven winner are Jose Mourinho, Nagelsmann, Antonio Conte, Hassan Flake, Jurgen Klopp is clubless. Luis Enrique, ask yourself this name I have mentioned. Would they love to work under this board? No. Because the board cannot manipulate them. They can't manipulate these coaches. That's the reason why they can't come. And the board want somehow that they can manipulate, that they can influence, that they can control. They don't want the coach that want total control. No. Jose Mourinho want to be in charge of the transfer, the in and out. Antonio Conte will also like to do same. Jurgen Klopp would like to do same. Luis Enrique would like to do same. So all those coaches, the favorite will be Xavi Alonso, because he's clubless. All the coaches that I have mentioned, that there are a lot of rumors, the coaches that they have mentioned. The favorite will be Xavi Alonso, because Xavi Alonso is clubless. So he will love to enrich his CV. He want to have experience in the Premiership. From Bayer Leverkusen to Real Madrid to Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea is a big club. Every coach want to coach Chelsea. Sorry, every young coach want to coach Chelsea. And on Fabregas is not a proven winner. Chelsea need a proven winner. Maybe Alonso is already a little bit ahead of Fabregas, Iola, Marco Silva, because at least we saw him what he did with Bayer Leverkusen. I thought. We saw what he did with Bayer Leverkusen in Germany. At least he go and beat him. Yeah, he won the Bundesliga with Bayer Leverkusen. So he's a little bit proven winner. Yeah, even though he fell at Real Madrid, but how do we do? I mean, Jose Mourinho and Ancelotti, or they all fail at Real Madrid. So failing at Real Madrid doesn't mean Xavi Alonso is a bad coach. In my own opinion, he will be the favorite to take over from the Chelsea. At the end of the season, he is the favorite. He is the leading candidate. Felipe Luis, I don't think so. You can't compare the Brazil league to Europe. The story is different. What was the last time a Brazilian team win the club World Cup? I don't remember the last time a Brazilian league hot. A team from Brazil or South America win hot. A club World Cup. That means the league there is less competitive. So Felipe Luis, no, he's out of the equation. So the favorite now is what? Xavi Alonso. That's the report we are hearing from all the tabloids. Xavi Alonso. Yeah, he's a Spaniard. He work under Jose Mourinho. He work under what? Rafael Benitez. He work under Pep Guardiola. He work under Carlo Ancelotti. So he have blend all the great coaches together. Yeah, so he will be the candidate. Whether he can win it, well, to me, with time he can do it, but he need the right players. That is the only issue now. Can he bring the best out of the crop of players? No, I don't think so. And would the board back him? That's the bigger question. Would the board back him? That is the bigger question. And on players transfer, Jackson, Delap, Garnacho. Yeah, those are the things. There was the rumor that Delap want to stay. He want to stay and fight for his position. Yeah, you don't have a choice because I'm not sure there is a club currently that will be willing to pay 15 or 20 million euros for Delap. There's no club that will be willing to play because 2 goals in almost 24 matches. It's it's like the performance is not even, it's not encouraging. He's not the players we thought he would be. So Chelsea board would prefer Delap to stay. Not that he is good, because there is no club is willing to. There's no club that will be willing to go in for loan or to take him permanent or a loan. And on Jackson, Jackson scored almost like 10 goals for Bayern Munich in almost like 27 to 28 matches. So this is what we call something business. Not that Delap is better than Jackson. Jackson, everybody Chelsea fan will love Jackson to see. But the board will be like, you want to shift the striker. You have Joao Pedro, you have Delap, you have Jackson. You cannot place 3 striker. One must go. And when you check out the striker, Joao Pedro, like constant figure, is untouchable. Then you watch who? Nicola Jackson, the resale value. Yeah. In business, we call something resale. Jackson, yes, maybe 45 to 50 million euros. It will be guaranteed because he's playing regular for Bayern Munich, even though he's not a starter. He won the Bundesliga, he won the AFCON. He's also on the verge of winning the Champions League as well. So the resale value, Jackson is high. So the board will prefer Delap to stay than Jackson to stay, because Jackson not on performance level, on business wise, because Jackson, he'll be a hot cake in the summer. Newcastle, all the big hot players would love to work with Jackson, because Jackson, Newcastle, Aston Villa, AC Milan and they will love to have Jackson. So Jackson is likely to be sold on business wise, but not performance wise. No more, not sporting wise, but on commercial purposes, not sporting, but commercial. Jackson will be sold, Delap will stay, because no team will be willing to offer Delap 15 to, not even alone. Just ask yourself, which team will be willing to go in for Delap currently? This performance, no. And on Garnacho, Garnacho may also leave, because Chelsea will be willing to listen to offer, because he have some goals, some cap goals. He's playing day in there, even though he's not scoring. So when you check all the Garnacho can also leave. Because we can get the resale value is okay. We can sell it at 30 to 35 million euros, like we bought it from Manchester United. Maybe France, Saudi, Spain, Germany, Italy, they will love to have Garnacho. So probably Garnacho will leave, Jackson will leave, but on the lap, not on sporting wise, but on commercial basis. The team want money, the board are in for money, they are not in for sporting wise. Buy and sell. You keep on buying your best, selling your best player. You replace them, you build them, then you sell them again. That is what the board are in for. So the board prefer Delap to stay more than Nicola Jackson. Not that Delap is better than Nicola Jackson, but Nicola Jackson, Garnacho, their resale value is so high that the board can cash in. Delap, no. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Focus Sports TV on YouTube. If today is your first time watching this video, this is Focus Sports TV on the transfer, the coaches and the players. Per my knowledge, per my information, per what I've gathered, those are likely like it's going to be Xavi Alonso. Areola, maybe he's looking for other Manchester United or what, or Newcastle, those two clubs that I will be going to. But Chelsea, I don't think so. He's out of the equation. Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte, Fabregas, and Frank Lampard, they are all out of the equation. The leading candidate, the leading candidate now is what? Is who? Xavi Alonso, the former Bayer Leverkusen, the former Real Madrid coach. Well, guys, thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you.